every day, 300,000 jobs continue to go unfilled in our province, threatening to hold our economy back. In the coming months, on behalf of all Ontario's workers, our government will be introducing more first-in-Canada changes to make Ontario the best place to live, work, and raise a family. We're just getting started. September 4, 2023 Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development.
Greetings, my name is DOL. I'm a precision machinist with over 15 years experience in robotics and AI automation, specialized in sustainable manufacturing and climate solutions. I coach women through technical and vocational education and skills training to become highly qualified personnel in STEM. DOL.STUDIO presents Sourcing Smart and Green Products and People globally.
The Ontario News Weekly Wrap-Up. Year 23, Week 36. Information from the Open Government Newsroom, courtesy of King's Printer for Ontario, 2023. Statement: Ontario strengthening competitiveness to attract investments. Victor Fedeli, Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade, issued the following statement on today's monthly employment release by Statistics Canada, which showed Ontario added 17,000 full-time jobs last month. At a time when countries around the world are facing economic uncertainty, our government continues to build a strong and resilient economy and province. Our targeted and responsible approach supports people and businesses today and lays a strong foundation for the future by lowering costs, cutting red tape and keeping taxes low. Earlier this month, Site Selection magazine named Ontario the most competitive province for companies to invest in for the 5th time in the last 6 years. Companies both domestic and international are looking to grow in Ontario. We've attracted over $25 billion in auto and EV battery-related investments, over $3 billion in life sciences investments, and billions more in tech investments. These investments are creating good-paying jobs across the province, with more than 200,000 new jobs added to the province in the last year. As the population continues to grow, we're also working across government to fill in demand and good-paying jobs in the construction trades. Construction employment increased by 10,800 in August, and Ontario will need over 100,000 new skilled trades workers this decade to help deliver our ambitious infrastructure plans, which include building at least 1.5 million homes by 2031. No matter what the future may hold, Ontario will be ready with our plan to build a strong economy and a strong Ontario. September 8, 2023 Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. Bulletin: Canada and Ontario to build affordable homes in London. The Government of Canada and the Government of Ontario, along with the City of London, are providing over $8 million in combined funding to construct 35 new affordable housing units in London, Ontario. September 8, 2023 Municipal Affairs and Housing. News release: Canada and Ontario increasing access to high-speed internet service in Middlesex County. The governments of Canada and Ontario are investing over $2.8 million to bring reliable high-speed internet to 665 families, farms, and businesses in Middlesex County. September 8, 2023. Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs. News release: Ontario replacing Little Current Swing Bridge in northeastern Manitoulin and the Islands. The Ontario government has completed the planning, preliminary design and environmental assessment for the replacement of the Little Current Swing Bridge on Highway 6 in the town of northeastern Manitoulin and the Islands. The project will now proceed with the next steps: property acquisition, right-of-way designation, and detailed design. September 8, 2023. Northern Development. News release: Canada and Ontario support affordable housing project in Kitchener. The Government of Canada and the Government of Ontario are providing over $1.4 million to support the creation of 43 new affordable housing units in Kitchener, by converting the former St. Mark's Lutheran Church into new supportive housing for lower-income households. September 7, 2023. Municipal Affairs and Housing. News release: Ontario training more French language teachers. As part of the Ontario government's plan to train more French teachers, the province is funding an additional 110 French language teacher education spaces for the 2023 to 2024 academic year. The new spaces at the University of Ottawa and the Toronto-based Université de l'Ontario Français will help address teacher shortages for schools in Toronto and Eastern Ontario. September 7, 2023. Colleges and universities. News release: Ontario investing in fire safety in the North. The Ontario government is investing close to $35 million in 17 new fire trucks, life-saving firefighting equipment, and 2 new mobile live fire training units to better protect northern communities and keep people safe. September 7, 2023. Solicitor General. News release: Ontario breaks ground on long-term care home expansion in Hearst. Construction of a new 12-bed addition is underway at Foyer des Pionniers, a long-term care home in the district of Cochrane. This is part of the Ontario government's $6.4 billion commitment to build more than 30,000 new beds by 2028 and 28,000 upgraded long-term care beds across the province. September 7, 2023. Long-term care. News release: Premier Doug Ford a news team that will deliver on promise to build Ontario. Today, Premier Doug Ford announced changes to his cabinet with a renewed team that will deliver on the government's promise to build Ontario. September 4, 2023. Office of the Premier. Statement: Minister McNaughton thanks workers on Labor Day. Monte McNaughton, Minister of Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development, issued the following statement to mark Labor Day. Every Labor Day, we pay tribute to the hardworking people who are building a stronger Ontario. Workers are the backbone of our province. You are the heroes building roofs over our heads, keeping our province running, putting food on our tables, and caring for the youngest, oldest, and most vulnerable members of our communities. Under the leadership of Premier Doug Ford, our government will always have workers' backs. Working together with labor and business like never before, we've found historic common ground to deliver for the people of Ontario. This year, we are raising the minimum wage to $16.55 an hour, cracking down on the exploitation of domestic and temporary foreign workers, and proposing to raise occupational health and safety fines for corporations to the highest level in the country, among many other changes that will put workers in the driver's seat of their careers and their lives. Every day, 300,000 jobs continue to go unfilled in our province, threatening to hold our economy back. And each job represents a paycheck not collected and a missed opportunity for someone to build a better life for themselves and their family. Training is what turns potential into a paycheck. That is why we will continue to invest in our groundbreaking, over $860 million skills development fund, leading to a record increase in apprentice registrations, and helping hundreds of thousands of workers gain the skills needed to find better jobs and bigger salaries with local businesses. And through our Portable Benefits Advisory Panel, we will continue to move toward expanding benefits like dental, prescription drug, and vision care to millions of workers currently without coverage, like those in retail, hospitality, and the gig economy. The only way we can bring the Ontario dream within reach of more families is by putting workers first. Nobody, anywhere in Canada, or across North America, is doing what we're doing. In the coming months, on behalf of all Ontario's workers, our government will be introducing more first-in-Canada changes to make Ontario the best place to live, work, and raise a family. We're just getting started. September 4, 2023 Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development.
Show some love with a like and share. Connect with us at DOL.STUDIO on social media. We want to hear from you. Subscribe for more local news, business insights, investment trends, and infrastructure developments. This podcast was sponsored by #WithLove Inc. community organization. All things done, #WithLove. Sourcing smart and green products and people globally.